So all the students here at Walton Middle School this year have been participating in what is known as National History Day. This is a nationwide contest that all 50 states participate in, and it starts at various levels. All 342 children here at WMS picked a topic that they believed was a turning point in history, and then they sought to prove that turning point through research and primary sources as well as secondary sources, and they produced essays, documentaries, performances, and websites and exhibits to show off and prove what they learned.
Our topic is the women's suffrage procession of 1913, which was like a big kind of march before a presidential inauguration, bring focus and attention to their cause.
And I did not know that existed before I started this project, and it was really fun to learn more about it and about who was a big part of the women's suffrage movement. We had to find secondary and primary sources to use as evidence on why it was a turning point, and I got to learn a lot about it, and it was really fun.
And it's a very hard topic, but I chose this topic because my great-grandma was in it. I think it's very important to know this stuff because if you don't, this could happen again, and it's very important to acknowledge what people did wrong and how, the history of it. I think if no one knows history, then you need it to help solve problems and to not, it's important to know these things because this was not a good event, and it's important to know what people had to go through.
Originally, I did this because of childhood stories I did.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing proof of the childhood stories I learned as a kid.
I think it's important to show everyone a piece of your culture, a piece of your history, where you belong and what you like. It's of cool little fun bits and pieces of history. It can be anything really. It can be ancient history, for example, like mine, or it could just be the history of the toothbrush. I don't know.
Students started with the problem at the beginning of this project with, how do I prove that it's a turning point? Where do I find this information? And those are 21st century skills that they needed to learn how to research, how to use a computer, how to cite their sources and back up an argument. On Thursday, February 8th, all students' project and works will be put on display for our community. We are inviting in judges from the University of Virginia and the Thomas Jefferson Foundation to judge students' work to see what the top 40 students to send them to district level competitions in March. And we're hoping that the community comes out and enjoys all the work that students have created.
We hope you will be able to join us at Walton Middle School's National History Day exhibition. You'll be able to see lots of different types of work from students, from board displays to documentaries to performances, and the students are studying turning points in history. In addition to student work, we're going to have community partners from Scottsville Museum, Thomas Jefferson Foundation, and a few others. So we hope you can join us, and to top it off, we'll have a soul food celebration with pulled chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens to help us celebrate Black History Month. Please come to Walton Middle School on February 8th from 5:15 until 7 o'clock.